What is going on, you guys? It is Gawa. Welcome back to yet another Magic the Gathering video. Hey man, it's been a while. I hope y'all have been good. Today, before we get started, I'm gonna say, as always, if you're new around here, be sure to drop a sub and check out the Discord link in the bio. We're always up to no good over there. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking at probably my favorite duo deck in all of Magic, Zndrsplt and Okaun. So basically this is a chaos coin flipping deck. They both have the same thing of, at the beginning of combat on your turn, flip a coin until you lose a flip. Sorry about the lighting and the camera, guys. I'm trying to figure out a way to shoot this better without this little thing you can see. But then with Okaun is whenever a player wins a coin flip, double Okaun's power and toughness until end of turn. And whenever a player wins a coin flip, draw a card. So you can see obviously how this can get super out of hand super quickly. This actually was voted for my most wanted DeckTech. I have a couple DeckTechs coming out now. We're back on the grind. The Moxfield link will be in the bio down below, so you can go take a look at that. As well, like I said, stop into the Discord, and we do polls and stuff all the time of videos and stuff. But yeah, all right, so let's hop into the land base. So to start it off, we have, I think it's six. We have 6 basic islands, and we have 8 basic mountains. We'll get to utility lands now, or just, you know, double colored lands. Stormcarved Coast. We have a Tolaria West training center. Jeez. Temple of Epiphany. Sulphur Falls. We have a Steam Vents. We have a Shivian Reef. Rogue's Passage. This one is good, obviously, because you pay 4 and target creature can't be blocked. Okaun is going to get ridiculous in power and stuff throughout the whole game. So, I mean, it's like a no-brainer. River Glide Pathway, sorry. And that flips into the red land. Reliquary Tower. We have Academy Ruins. Basically, this deck runs just through Krark's Thumb. So if anyways you lose your Krark's Thumb, you can pay the 2 and you put target artifact from your graveyard on top of your library. So it's pretty good. Is it Boilworks? Guildless Commons. It's just one of those little stupid lands. Frostboil, Snarl, Command Tower, Cascade Bluffs, Buried Ruin. It's the same thing as well. Return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Arena of Glory, where you can exert Arena of Glory and you add red, and if you do, and it's spent on a creature, then it gains haste until end of turn. So it's good if you have Zndrsplt out. Throw out Okaun and then just start going with that. And Access Tunnel is another one of those things where target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. So the way that works is basically if you tap the 3, you pay the 3 mana to tap for the ability to trigger off that land. Okaun has a 3/3, so you do that before you start flipping, so before you like move to combat. And then you basically make Okaun, even if he gets to like some ridiculous 1,000 or whatever, he will basically be unblockable. I mean, Okaun just goes from like 3 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 24, 24 to 48, 48 to blah, blah, blah. I'm not good at math, so. But yeah, no. So let's get into, I think the artifacts is the next in line here. Yes, it is. All right. So the artifacts, we start off with Swiftfoot Boots, Shadow Spear. So I'm just gonna kind of go through these and basically show you guys what the card is, and you guys can pause and read. Lightning Greaves, because, you know, here recently Gawa has been messing up his words, right? So people are like, oh, Gawa, you can't speak. Because my pronunciation is not the best. But, you know, Lightning Greaves, my favorite Lightning Greaves art ever. Is it Signet? There's actually a combo in this deck with Shadow Spear and a guy named Yusuri, I think it is. It's just a basically way to get some, I think it's like an infinite damage outlet, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Signet? Fellow Stone, Krark's Thumb. The real MVP of this whole deck is Krark's Thumb. It's literally, there's no questions about it. It's the best deck, or the best card in this deck, because if you flip a coin, instead flip 2 coins, ignore 1. So guarantee, unless your luck is absolutely ass, which It could be. You're not going to lose a lot of flips. Decanter of Endless Water, Arcane Signet, Whipper Silk Cloak, Thought Vessel, Talisman of Creativity, and a Soul Ring. Basically, we run stuff like Thought Vessel and Decanter of Endless Water, Reliquary Tower, stuff like that, because with Okaun, I mean, if you win like 7-8 coin flips in a row, right, you're just going to get 78 cards. So it's kind of a no-brainer. That's just to run a lot of those cards that give you like infinite hand size. But yeah. So next one here, we get to the creatures. So we got Carpulsion Minotaur, my bad. Goblin Trap Runner, Goblin Engineer, Goblin Archaeologist. I want to know in the comments if you guys prefer me to just like show you the cards, me not mess up the words so you guys don't hurt your brain, and then you guys basically can read it yourself and pause the video, or if you prefer for me to read it out. So let me know in the comments. Cadis is a MVP because, I mean, if you're hitting someone with like 8,000 damage with Okaun, it goes to everybody because it's commander. Frenetic Efreet, GOAT. Absolutely phenomenal card. It's one of those weird printing cards where it's like from Mirage and you're like, why the fuck would you ever need that? But this is the reason why. Quark the Thumbless, Kara the Great Glass Spinner. This is one of those cards, man, that like I never thought would have been really good until I started reading the ability, and I was like, that's actually kind of juiced. So Yasuri, there's the one that goes up with Shadow Spear. Vashino Sand Swimmer, Triskaidekaphilia, I don't even know what it is. Anyways, Tribute Mage, basically an auto Krark's Thumb search. Tavern Scoundrel, another really good MVP in this deck. Spark Double, why not? Make more copies of Okaun. Orcish Captain, Mog Assassin, and of course you have to have Lab Man because, you know, if you're hitting eventually, there's a way, I can't remember right now off the top of the head, but I will put a primer in there and basically explain it. But Frenetic Efreet, he goes infinite with, he goes infinite off something, and you basically could do it where you just keep drawing cards with Zndrsplt. Like, you'll keep flipping and you'll just keep like infinitely winning everything. So you'll have infinite and you can just win through Labman. But yeah, I think the next, yeah, these are just sorceries and instants, so we'll just go through this. So there's a lot of cards in this deck, like you'll see like Thud and stuff, where you sacrifice a creature and deals damage equal to its toughness. So like, because you're just doing stuff with Zndrsplt and just throwing stuff like Hail Mary. So the extra turn card, Squeeze Revenge, Slip Through Space. So there's a lot of like kind of Hail Mary and other combat phase cards in this deck. Like you Hail Mary someone and, you know, go for the best, or you make stuff unblockable, so on and so forth. Relentless Assault, Molten Birth, Vile Duplication, Game of Chaos. One of my, this is arguably my favorite card in this deck. I've played it once or twice, like actually successfully in this deck, and I've drained my buddy for like, I think it was 45 health. Somehow he lost every coin flip. It was crazy. Gamble, Fiery Gambit, another really, really fun card. Fabricate, Chandra's Ignition. This is a super big MVP of this deck. Really good when you just sacrifice like 1,000 plus Okaun. Blasphemous Act. Getting into the instants now. Cyber Conversion, Fluster Storm, Shadow Rift, Soul's Fire, Red Elemental Blast, Pyroblast, Puppet's Verdict, Muddle the Mixture, another Krark's Thumb Finder, Kazul's Fury, Fling, Desperate Gambit, Cyclonic Rift, Counter Spell, Chaos Warp, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Wizard Class, Planar. Now we're into the enchantments actually after that Wizard Class. Planar Chaos, Mirror Match, Impulsive Maneuvers. I'm just putting this to the side so you guys can like kind of read the words still, but Goblin Bomb, Footfall Crater, and finally Chance Encounter, and everything just fell over in the studio. All right, well, that was a look into the Gawa Zndrsplt Okuna deck. I've had some crazy success with this. I think my highest and best was a turn 4 off Okuna flips. Him with like a Shadow Spear or something crazy, and then like into like a Chandra's Ignition, you know, like just ways to flip a whole bunch. I mean, like I said, if you can manage to like have really good luck and you can flip into, you know, your first set, and then you can have like, if you have Arena Glory to exert and make them come with haste and swing them right away on someone who has no blockers, or if you just Chandra Ignition for like 60, 70 damage, you know, and just kill someone right out flat, then that's also another way. There's a lot of cool maneuvers in this deck. It's probably one of my most, it's my most unique deck, and it's probably my favorite. This deck comes in at $493. That's American, I do believe. I think that's how Moxfield rocks and rolls. But like I said, I will have the link in the bio down below, so go sure to check it out. Show some love, drop a like on the Moxfield list. But yeah, like I said, if you're new around here, be sure to drop a sub. Check out the Discord. We're always up to no good up there. And remember, y'all, I haven't said this in a while, but if it ain't Gawa gang, it's no gang. I love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed, and peace.